Dwight D. Eisenhower had a portrait of General Lee hanging in the Oval Office during his presidency. Dr. Leon W. Scott raised concerns about why a portrait of Lee should be displayed in the office of the President of the United States. Doctor's letter.
Dear Mr. President, at the Republican convention, I heard you mention that you have the pictures of 4 great Americans in your office, and that included in these a picture of Robert E. Lee. I do not understand how any American can include Robert E. Lee as a person to be emulated, and why the President of the United States of America should do so is certainly beyond me. The most outstanding thing that Robert E. Lee did was to devote his best efforts to the destruction of the United States government, and I am sure that you do not say that a person who tries to destroy our government is worthy of being hailed as one of our heroes. Will you please tell me just why you hold him in such high esteem?
Eisenhower, being well-versed in history and having some first-hand knowledge, accurately defines the true character of Lee.
Dear Dr. Scott, respecting your inquiry, calling attention to my often expressed admiration of General Robert E. Lee, I would say first that we need to understand that at the time of the war between the states, the issue of secession had remained unresolved for more than 70 years. Men of probity, character, public standing, and unquestioned loyalty, both North and South, had disagreed over the issue as a matter of principle from the day our Constitution was adopted. General Robert E. Lee was, in my estimation, one of the supremely gifted men produced by our nation. He believed unswervingly in the constitutional validity of his cause, which, until 1865, was still an arguable question in America. He was a poised and inspiring leader, true to the high trust reposed in him by millions of his fellow citizens. He was thoughtful yet demanding of his officers and men, forbearing with captured enemies but ingenious, unrelenting, and personally courageous in battle, and never disheartened by a reverse or obstacle. Through all his many trials, he remained selfless almost to a fault and unfailing in his faith in God. Taken altogether, he was noble as a leader and as a man, and unsullied as I read the pages of our history. From deep conviction, I simply say this: a nation of men of Lee's caliber would be unconquerable in spirit and soul. Indeed, to the degree that present-day American youth will strive to emulate his rare qualities, including his devotion to this land, as revealed in the painstaking efforts to help heal the nation's wounds once the bitter struggle was over, we, in our own time of danger in a divided world, will be strengthened and our love of freedom sustained. Such are the reasons that I proudly display the picture of this great American on my office wall. Sincerely, Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Some people might argue that Lee, a lifelong U.S. Army soldier, betrayed his country by siding with his state. However, he viewed it differently. Although the Lee family had been in Virginia for over 225 years, the United States itself was barely 70 years old. Lee's quotes shed light on why he chose to remain loyal to his state during the secession.
Duty is the most sublime word in the English language. Do your duty in all things. You cannot do more. You should never wish to do less. I can take no other course without dishonor. I will share in the fate of my state, and save in its defense, hope never to draw my sword.
Lee was a man of strong beliefs, and he never hesitated to stand up for them. When it came to his beloved home state of Virginia, he fulfilled his duty without hesitation. It was the only honorable decision he could have made. Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of Great Britain during the Second World War, who was a great admirer of the general, stated,
"Lee was the noblest American who ever lived and one of the greatest commanders known to the annals of war.